Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Week 9 Prep Rally here on madison.com. Along with Dennis Sunrau, I'm Rob Hernandez. We come to you from University Ridge Golf Course, home of the WIAA State Tournament earlier this week. And Dennis, if it's the State Girls Golf Tournament, it means the football playoffs just around the corner.
Yes, and we don't have 3 games in 10 days anymore. This is Week 9, and then we go right into the first week of the playoffs, a week from Friday.
That's right. Week 9 means the final high school football games of the regular season this Friday night. They'll set the pairings overnight into Saturday. They'll identify the field by about midnight on Friday night and then release the pairings on Saturday. But Dennis, we've got a lot to get to before we get to that point. Let's look back at Week 8. Our games of the week last week. Let's start with you in the Big 8 Conference.
Well, we start with Verona, 52-14 over Janesville Craig. Why is that important? It's the 7th straight title over 2 different leagues for Verona. Dom Wise, first 3 times he touched the ball, 3 more touchdowns, 209 yards rushing, and a great game. The Wildcats clinched a share of the title. They can win it outright this week.
My game of the week in the region, there was a lot going on in the South Central Conference last week where the feature game was Nakusa and Wautoma. Nakusa wins a 50-26 shootout over the Hornets. Austin Kukulka, 191 yards, 3 touchdowns for the Papermakers. They take a 1-game lead over Wautoma in the South Central Conference standings. Now, my performers of the week also come from the South Central Conference, and we go to Westfield, where Jake Slowey and Austin Napton, a quarterback-receiver tandem, hooked up for 2 touchdowns as Westfield knocks off Adams Friendship 33-6. What makes that win significant, Dennis? The first WIA playoff berth clinched for Westfield since 1997.
That's incredible. Well, mine is Marshall quarterback Albert Unruh. Another great game. Over 300 yards combined, rushing and passing, 5 touchdowns, and it was a 47-15 win over Cambridge. Clinched a share of their 6th straight title.
We look ahead now to week number 9, and Dennis, a lot of big ball games before we get to playoffs, playoff-like atmospheres this Friday night. Let's start out in the region at Platteville, where the Southwest Wisconsin Conference title will come down to Lancaster at Platteville. The 2 teams come into this ball game unbeaten. Platteville coming off a big win last week over River Valley. The final score there, 23-7. Logan Emmendorfer, we talked about him before in the prep rally. Their quarterback throws for 242 yards. Now, Lancaster put a 51-0 whipping on Dodgeville last week. Trey Mesra, 232 yards, 4 touchdowns. Boy, when those 2 offenses collide, it's going to be some fireworks down at Pioneer Stadium in Platteville.
Well, you talk about 2 offenses. I've got 2 great ones. Wanakee to Forest. We've been waiting all year for this game. Wanakee's had 8 running clocks. The coach we should be talking to and asking about this one is Al Minert of Edgewood. Gave Wanakee a great game in the opener. We're only down by 2 late in the 3rd quarter, and then knocked off to Forest the next week. Since then, both Wanakee to Forest have been just outstanding. Wanakee's got 3 shutouts to Forest 4, and I think they're giving up about a touchdown a game, and that's it. And that's usually with some of the reserves coming in. But last time DeForest beat Wanakee was, what do you think?
Boy, I don't even know.
Playoffs. 2007.
Playoffs. Did you say playoffs? All right. Well, hey, that's our MadisonPrepZone.com game of the week. It'll be DeForest at Wanakee Friday night. You'll be able to see highlights and post-game reaction from the players and coaches in that ball game. And, of course, you'll want to check MadisonPrepZone.com all night Friday night. We'll have live updates from throughout the region. Then, of course, we'll be up late waiting for the WIA to release the 224-team playoff field. We'll post that to MadisonPrepZone.com just as soon as we get it. And then, of course, Saturday, about the time the Badgers in Indiana are in the middle of their homecoming game, we should know who's playing who and whether it'll be Friday or Saturday the following week as the WIAA sets its first-round playoff pairings. For Dennis Sunrau, I'm Rob Hernandez. This has been the Week 9 Prep Rally. Thanks for watching. We'll see you at the stadium.